Good day, students. This is the final learning module number 2 for Filipino psychology, social-cultural phenomena. So maybe you'll be confused because it's very similar to the topic, is very related to our discussion also in ethics, no, in our module number 2 in ethics. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to first discuss contemporary issues of gender, sexuality, and politics in Psikolohiyang Pilipino. Next, to analyze the role of activism and liberation movements in Filipino psychology. So, this is what we mean when we say psikolohiya or mapagpalayang psikolohiya. Okay? Because there is, or Filipino psychology plays a role in activism and liberation. And finally, evaluate SP's contribution in addressing social-cultural and political realities. So, Psikolohiyang Pilipino is contextual, students, no? As what we've always discussed, that Psikolohiyang Pilipino is derived from the actual Filipino experience, the context, the culture of Filipino, no, rooted in psychology that recognizes the Filipino psyche as our Filipino psyche is deeply intertwined in our social, cultural, and political realities. So what do we mean by that? Okay, so it means that the way we think, the way we process things, no, our psychological experience is deeply intertwined with our socio-cultural and political realities. Kung ano ang nakatabo, no, what happens in our society, what happens or what is the reality of our culture, it is intertwined with our psychology as Filipinos. So unlike Western psychology, which often prioritizes individualistic perspective, in Psikolohiyang Pilipino, we view the Filipino individual as relational. Diba? We've also mentioned this in our ethics discussion. Filipino psychology is relational, so relationships are very important. Also, as emphasized in our previous discussion, no, on therapeutic approaches in Filipino psychology, which emphasizes the importance of family and recognizing the impact of the barkada, no, the concept of barkada in the therapeutic process. So, in general, Filipino psychology is really relational. It is embedded in our community, okay? As Filipinos are collectivist, no, in nature or in culture, and it shapes or it is shaped by our historical and systemic forces. So I always tell you this: who we are today, no, the Philippine psychology today, okay, our psychology, our psyche as Filipinos, it is, no, it is influenced by our history. That is why I always tell you to put importance, no, or to appreciate and recognize how important learning history is. Because we often ask, we often ask, why is it, or why do we still have history? Why do we study history? What is the point of history? Are we not going to focus on progress instead of history? But in order for us to move forward, students, we have to understand our history, our past, in order for us to understand our present and to help us understand what or where we are going in the future. Okay? And of course, no, systemic. Parehas na. The way we choose our leaders, it is systemic, no? It is influenced or shaped by historical and systemic forces. Okay? When you say systemic forces, ang sistema naton, no? Ano ang system na may ara kita? The kind of society that we have, no? How do we function within this society? Ano ang dynamics naton within the society? So it influences our psychology. So understanding social-cultural phenomenon, when we want to understand what is happening around us, ano na ang kakatabo subong nga grabe ang kultura sang korupsyon nga amo ni ang kakatabo sa Pilipinas subong. So when we want to understand socio-cultural phenomenon, dapat i-examine man nato ng lain-lain nga aspeto or the different aspects of our culture. Okay? Because all in all, sila ni tanan, they contribute to the Filipino psyche. Okay, so let us examine the gender norms. For example, so why do we often perceive ang aton nga mga leaders or candidates nga mga babae nga gahambal tanaw common comment is that they are weak, no, they do not have the strength, no, of female I mean their male counterpart, di ba? So that is a reflection of the gender norms in our country. Okay, so that will help you understand nga most of our leaders are male, di ba? And we have sexual identities and of course the political dynamics nga may ara kita in the Philippines, no? How does it influence behavior? How does it influence or how does it influence the values that we have? And of course, our well-being, no? So everything is political, even psychology, no? May impact ang political dynamics in our psyche, in our well-being. Tanawan niyo subong, it's very difficult to feel at ease when there is an ano ni, there is no a constant nga ano ni, there is a constant problem, no? There are constant or there is constant issue or there are constant issues that you see happening in our society, di ba? So everything is interconnected, kumbaga. Our well-being, our psyche is also influenced by the political state, no, sang aton nga country. Okay? So SP goes beyond studying individual mental states. So that is the beauty of Psikolohiyang Pilipino because it goes beyond sa pag-study lang sa individual nga tao. Anong personality mo? Are you extrovert, introverted? But it emphasizes liberation, empowerment, and the co-creation of knowledge with communities. Okay? So, amo na hambal na to, no? Psikolohiyang Pilipino ay isang psikolohiya na mapagpalaya, di ba? Because in our process of understanding our psyche, of understanding Filipino psychology, it also brings us, no, the empowerment to liberate ourselves sa kung ano man, no, ang imprison sa aton, like our past, no, our history of colonization. And of course, no, we encourage the co-creation of knowledge with communities. Just like what I have given you, no, the field activity, the field the field work that I have given you. You interviewed local communities, no, and you asked them regarding how they perceive, no, what is a good person, and you created your own models of personality based on the responses. So that is a process of co-creation of knowledge. Nakita ninyo, no? That is very important because ano gani, ang aton nga gina-create nga knowledge, diin siya halin. It is really coming from the indigenous people or it comes from the community. It comes from the real lived experiences of Filipinos. Thus, it reflects, no, the Filipino psychology, the genuine Filipino psychology. Okay, so in this module, we are going to explore the contemporary social issues. So when I say contemporary, these are present or new issues in the Filipino society. And the Filipino response to them through paano? Through activism, through critical reflection, and culturally grounded psychological intervention. So first, let us tackle gender sexuality and politics. But first, let us start with gender in Filipino society. So traditional Filipino society often adheres to binary gender roles, or what we call the heteronormative concept, di ba? Nga ang mga lalaki, they should be the breadwinners, they should be the providers, and women as caregivers, or dapat aragan sa balay, mag-alaga sa bata, magpanak sa bata. So these roles are maintained through what we call socialization. Ano na sa socialization? As you interact with other members of the community, gakatunan mo na from them. As you interact with your family members, those are the things that you acquire, or the values that we acquire from them. That is what we call socialization. That is how these roles are maintained. Amo na Japon ang gina-follow natin until now. Through religion as well. Diba? We've also discussed in ethics nga, ano gani, ang religion isa sa dako ang influence in our moral development, but as well as in general in our psychological development. We are brought up in families wherein very religious, and ang mga pagpate, ang mga tudlo sa simbahan, it is also integrated inside the household. And family expectation, of course, as the family is our basic unit in society, and it is our first social interaction, and thus we learn most of the things that we have, or the values that we have, from them. So contemporary shift now in the present, paano ba nag-shift, or how did the view on gender shifted, and what is the contribution of the study or Filipino psychology study on this? First, feminism and women's empowerment movements advocating for equitable opportunities. So as I mentioned, although I was not your teacher, I think I was not your teacher for elect, or was I? I was your teacher, di ba? We also discussed about this, that the rights that the women, in the past, women were not allowed to study. They were not allowed to have a job, and they were not allowed to have property, to own property, and they were also not allowed to vote, diba? But feminism and women's empowerment movement advocated for those rights to be given to them, or what we call equitable opportunities. Okay? Next naman, the changing labor dynamics where women occupy leadership and professional roles. But still, in our country, although right now, we can see that we are already accepting leaders that are women, especially in the academe. There are a lot of women that are deans, mga leaders, mga program heads. But still, if you look at in general the statistics in other industries, makita Japon naton na ara Japon ang remnants. Recognition of gender fluidity and non-binary identities, especially in urban and academic spaces. So we even have laws right now, meron nakita sa mga laye nga ginabawal, or may ara na sa mga gine-require nga offices such as ang GAD bala students, the gender and development offices, wherein dapat gaana sila according to law, gaana sila 5% of the budget, and they should all institution dapat meron sang gender and development nga office. Okay? So SP examines how gender norms affect psychological well-being. Kung nakita nyo, damo kita sa mga studies on the lived experiences, damo study students on the lived experiences of LGBT community members. May mga study kita in psychology sang sang impact sang aton nga culture sa ila, okay, sa ilang psyche, sa ilang well-being, how do they cope, and what are the interpersonal relationship, and we emphasize the concept of kapwa, hiya, and pakikisama as key relational factors as well. Okay? So, in that matter, amo na siya ang mga naging changes or naging shift, kumbaga, in terms ng aton nga view of gender in the Philippines. So, sexuality and identity. Filipino sexuality is influenced by colonial history. Okay? Catholicism and familial expectation. Resulting to, ganing tawag natin sa Pilipinas, very conservative nation kita. And negotiation of identity. Negotiation of identity. It means nga you cannot freely be yourself. You have to tell your parents, no, kinahanglan mo pa maglisensya. Pag kung hindi sila mag-accept sa imo, need mo i-change ang self mo. That is what is happening, no, in our country on sexuality, no, relating to sexuality and identity. Naaamutan naman mundo. It's because again of our colonial history, our colonizers, ang ilang ang ilang kumbaga ang ilang values, no, nga na-integrate naton or nakuha naton, na-acquire naton, plus pa sang Catholicism, di ba? Amo na nga very conservative ang kultura naton, especially when it comes to sexuality in the Philippines. So subong na lang na yung students, no, that we are trying to recognize because gina-educate na kita on the matter. And raise naton, no, ang realidad nga again may scientific basis ang non-binary nga mga identity. Okay, they are naturally occurring ever since bisan patan-aw naton ang history sang bilog nga kalibutan. So LGBTQ plus communities experience visibility and advocacy alongside stigma and marginalization. So kung ga-follow ka mo sa PAP or the Philippine the Psychological Association of the Philippines, may sila students mo, may lain-lain na sila nga daw, kumbaga, committee, okay? May na sila specific na committee nga para sa LGBT. Okay? And again, during the review, may isa kami to ka speaker or may isa kami to ka lecturer nga dara siya. Part siya sang amuna nga nga kumbaga nga komisyon or part sa amo na nga committee sa PAP ang focus on gender, okay, sexuality and gender and sexuality, okay. So gina-explain na nila or naga-advocate sila kag gina-stay nila visible ang ilang mga activities online para madula kumbaga ang stigma, kag ang ginatawag naton nga marginalization or ang pag-ostracize or ang pagtan-aw sa LGBTQ communities as they are different. Othering, kumbaga nga ginatawag ng tabala students, othering. Okay? So SP encourages empathetic, culturally sensitive approaches to sexuality, understanding identity as relational. So family, community, and religious value all shape self-expression and mental. Example, no, navigating parental expectation, no, we study about this kay para mabuligan man naton ang mga bata, no, damo sa mga counselors, damo may gakadto sa mga schools, no, they go to counselors and they would express their frustration because they feel like they are not accepted, they are not supported, and we help them, no, understand kung diin man nagahalin ng ginikanan, no, ang values ng ginikanan naghalin man na sa kultura naton, nung naghalin man na sa history naton. So we help the client navigate parental expectation, no, we make them understand why do their parents expect them to be like this, to be like that, but we also help them explore their identity through, of course, scientifically backed nga mga data, through research. Amo na nga hindi kinamadula ang research sa psychology. Because we use that to not justify, but as a data, no, nga basis sang aton nga ginapang obra, sa aton mga ginapang advocate, sa aton nga mga practices. So negotiating romantic relationship in culturally restrictive context, no. We also there are also a lot of studies on the experience of LGBTQ nga mga couples. Okay, and we help them understand and we help them how do they deal with the culturally restrictive context of the Philippines. Okay? Next naman, political psychology. Balik na naman kita sa political, no? So, this is actually something that I wanted to study for a long time, no? That's why I'm gonna shift. I want to study about why do people vote the people that they vote, 'di ba? So, political psychology na siya. Political context nato, anong natabo sa Pilipinas, how for a long time we have been colonized, ano pa, dictatorship, no, during the time of Marcos Sr. and the democratization. Naging democracy na kita. So, halin sa pre-colonial, hasta gin-colonize ta, ginsakop ta, hasta naagyan ta ang isa ka diktador nga rehimiya, and hasta nga nagdemokrasi na kita. So nga, abalaan mo ta ni subong, nga akagarot sa aton. Because we sometimes forget nga hindi palawig ang tinuig nga naglabay. Sang last time nga naging ang leadership nga may ara kita is dictatorship. We are no compared to other nations, we are a very young nation, and our politics is very young as well. Okay? Compared mo sa US, compared mo sa iban nga ano na sila ya, lawig-lawig na sila ya, no? Pero we are trying our best. So that is why I always tell you, no, not to lose hope, 'di ba? We should never lose hope sa aton nga country, no? Despite what is happening in the Philippine government, in politics, kitungod remnants pa ni siya or byproduct pa ni sa students ang natabo sa aton history, which is colonialism, dictatorship, and of course, we are now in the democratic nga era. So, it has shaped Filipino psychological development and collective memory. So, amo na sa students, no, nga we tend, no, or we want to vote ang mga tao nga very Filipino ang aura, or they appeal to us. They appeal to us nga, ano gid sila nga, ano ning tawag nila? Nga, they are, what is the term, patriotic, 'di ba? Kay tungod nahadlo kita, no, nga mapailalom na naman kita liwat sa colonial history naton, no? It has shaped our collective memory. So it might, no, somehow help you understand and explain why do people vote the way that they do. Okay? Citizens' attitude towards government, no? Ang attitude natin towards the government, ang behavior natin towards the government, towards activism and social responsibility, they all reflect the historical experiences of our experience of oppression and resilience, di ba? Nga kada may issue sa government nga nagarally gid miss how anong points ang pagrally, no, it shows no resilience on our end, pero subong do kapoy na gid, di ba? May exhaustion man students, no, nga naka-experience ang aton nga mga activists. Kaya nga agaan mo na sila because we know and we still remember the time when we were oppressed, and we don't want that to happen anymore. Okay? That's why healthy na sa gani actually students, no, nga pwede ka mo ilinaway kag lalisanay. Kay it means nga wala pa, no? So there's always a danger, pero wala pa sang dictatorship. Kaya nga pwede ka pa maka-speak against sa imo kontra, di ba? Pero ang problema da sa ulihi kung hindi ka na maka-speak against din, 'di ba? Kaya mo na yang total na gid nga operasyon. So it's actually a healthy sign na kaya ta pa mag-ilinaway, no, sa lain-lain tang mga ginapangpatihan. So let's continue, no, speaking for ourselves, speaking for our beliefs and what is good for our country. So ano ang relevance ng psikolohiyang Pilipino dira? So, psychological impact of marginalization, ginastadihan naton. Ano ba lang maging impact kung may aras ng political violence, may aras ng social inequality, may aras ng marginalization, what is its impact to our psyche, to our well-being? So, nakita nyo naman, I think it's very difficult, no, pero nami tani nga mastadihan nato, no, ang mga kumbaga survivors of during the Marcos regime, di ba? Nami sa tani, no, galing kiti siguro hindi ta nabuday na ta mag-trace. Okay? Maybe you can study about the extrajudicial killing, no? Pwede nyo na ma-studyhan man anong impact sina. So how political engagement like protest and civic action affect well-being and identity. Kita nyo, no, mga tao subong, no, imbis nga we feel helpless, ano ginaobra nila, they stand up, no, they go to the rally, they go to the protest, kay ginabuligan man na nga maka-cope kita, no, sa gakatabo sa aton nga government. Now, so for example, communities affected by martial law may display intergenerational trauma. Okay, pwede nyo ni-studyhan, no? This is the point of psikolohiya Filipino. Pwede nga ang mga community nga sila primarily ang naging victim, they might show intergenerational trauma. Pero some, it seems like they don't learn. Diba? While youth activism fosters naman a sense of agency and social connectedness. So, amo na sa students nga no, damo kita or this might explain nga ang mga youth very active sila when it comes to activism, kaya it gives them a sense of agency. Hindi kay do may sense of control kumbaga. Thanks, mother. So, kumbaga, they have this feeling, amo na ang way para maka-feel sila nga may control sila over sa nagakatabo no sa aton nga country. And also they feel connected to each other no kag natural na sa Pinoy, di ba? Maintindihan taman nga akinahanglan tagid ma-feel nga may ara sang social connectedness. Okay? So let's go now to activism and liberation movements. Number 1, activism as a psychological practice. Di mi psychology malang ni nga intrahan mo sang activism. Tandaan liwat, ang psikolohiyang Pilipino ay psikolohiyang mapagpalaya. So activism provides both individual and collective empowerment. When there is activism, it feels like, no, we feel like we have control. No, we are in power, or our voices and our problems or our the issues that we raise matters. So Filipino activism ranges from student and labor movements to gender equality campaigns and LGBT advocacy. So kung makita nyo, damo-damo no sang campaigns, damo sang mga activism nga katabo diri sa Pilipinas. And it happens or ang mga participants, students, may mga laborers, tanan-tanan. And they are they want, 'di ba? They want nga or they feel empowered in activism. So participation promotes nga no anong pag-explain ta na in their psyche kung naga-participate sila sa activism. Una, what we call collective identity. We feel like we are in solidarity with the marginalized group, no? We are one with them. Okay? Because again, the concept of kapwa, do not forget. Okay? And then we have agency. Amo nang balatan agency, a sense of control. Pares na subong ang kakatabo, no? Pinagusto na lang gidya ang mga politiko sa pinangawat. So anong ginobra sa mga tao? Nagtipon sila, nagrally sila because they want to feel and to reclaim the control over the personal and the social circumstances ng kakalatamo sa society natin. And finally, we have psychological resilience. Kung gina-share ko na nato, no, do parehas ko na sa mga bagay. When they are shared, it is better. Di ba? For example, food. When good food is shared with others, it becomes greater pagin. So the same ko no students with the struggle. When we are in activism, no, kung nag-act mga nagarally, no, when we practice activism, we share, it feels like we are sharing the struggle sa iban. And it mitigates or ginadula niya ang feeling kumbaga nga ikaw lang, nga isolated ka. And it enhances what we call meaning making, which is very important to a person. Diba? Because we have to make sense of things. Ito ba lang pagdadala, natandaan nyo? Dapat may pagdadalhan. Dapat there is a meaning in our struggle in order for us, no, to develop psychological resilience. Okay? Next naman we have liberation psychology in the Filipino context. So, SP frames psychology as a tool for social justice. Tandaan nyo gidna kamo, no, sa ulihi, when you become practitioner, hindi lang kamo ya kay nagaobra kamo para sa kaugalingon nyo, but you are also advocating for social justice. That's why ang mga psychology students, no, grabe gina sila ka mga vocal advocates. I don't know hindi ko be very active sa akong account for school. I want you to be or kay base bala you will have this thinking nga when I have a different nga political views with you kasi hindi na kamo maging comfortable to share yours. That's why wala ko na gina-share sa akon nga kumbaga professional account. Dito ko na students no gina-post sa personal account. I am actually very vocal, 'di ba? Ever since I was in high school, in college, no, I am a very vocal person, especially regarding the government. So, ang tanan ko nga pang suya-suya, pang bash, ato na to sa personal account ko. Okay? But, if you follow other nga mga, ang mga psychologist bala, kumbaga nga mga, students, nga mga sikat online, sila bala ni millennial psychologist, grabe na sila ka vocal no. Kay amo na gani ang ginatudlo sa aton no, ang psikolohiya, di ba? Ang psikolohiyang Pilipino ay mapagpalaya. So liberation psychology ang tawag naton dira. It means na ginagamit naton ang psychology para no ma-achieve or ma-acquire ang ginatawag nga freedom sa society naton to live no a quality life. Iti amo magid na ang well-being taman ang gina-emphasize ta perme. Ti kung hindi or may unrest sa aton nga government or society, may unrest man sa aton psychologically. 'Di ba? And again, even psychology is political. Everything is political. And again, psychology is a tool for social justice. So dapat gamiton ta ang kaalam ta no, ang katun-an ta no, maybe research kumbaga in psychology as a tool for liberation, as a tool for freedom, and as a tool for social justice. So ano ang focus ng liberation psychology? First, it addresses systemic oppression. Ginatanaw naton ano bala ang impact kung we continually support and condone a system that oppresses. 'Di ba? Parehas na nga grabe gid ka vocal ang psychology no in terms of the LGBTQ. Because we recognize nga kung ang isa ka tawo hindi siya pwede mabuhi freely as he or she is. Ang ginatawag ta bala nga genuine nga dapat nga existence, 'di ba? Na you can live yourself freely. Okay? 'Di ba kung ang tao, we know in psychology no, when live wait lang kaguba. When a person sorry. So when a person cannot live no genuinely, may impact man sa iya nga well-being. Amo na gani nga ginahambal naton nga dapat i-address ta na ang mga systemic or sistema or kultura naton nga nagapang-oppress ng isikatawo naton. Okay? Valuing indigenous knowledge, hintagaan naton sang importansya, ang indigenous knowledge, culture, and lived experiences of Filipinos. And of course, collaborating with communities to co-create solutions to social problem. So, that is no our way na mabalantagin ang kamatuoran no on the grounds, and it will help us also address parehas na bala students no may isabi ka community psychology nagaubra siya with informal settlers. Ano na ganing informal settlers? Ala ba lang mga naga-ubra-ubra lang sa mga balay sa mga bakante nga lote. Kason, at any time may danger nga gubo na ila balay, nga pasaylohon sila kay hindi man na ila duta, hindi man na ila, 'di ba? Informal settler nang tawag ta sa ila. So, if you work with them, 'di ba, to address housing insecurity, you also empower them to voice their needs to the local government. Amo na students nga gina-require naton nga in the master's program no subong in psychology, ang research ninyo dapat may application na siya. Kaya ang inyong research, it should be practical, it should empower the people. 'Di ba? It should be a tool for justice. It should be a tool for liberation. So, hindi pwede nga studyhan mo lang ng mga informal settler. Dason, wala lang. Gingamit mo lang data para makapasar ka. No. You use your data to help them, to empower them, and to address their needs. Ikaw ang ma-bridge, no, between them, and to bring their voices, to bring their issues and concerns to the local government. Di ba? Pwede mo ginamaubra basta may data ka. And that is how, just one example of liberation psychology, no? The focus in the use of liberation psychology. Okay? So we do not just study for the sake of studying and understanding. We study because we will utilize the data to help no, to help improve the quality of lives of the people, of the Filipino people. Okay? So, psychological implications of activism. Ano naman, kung nag-participate ikaw, it fosters what we call purpose and meaning through engagement in social change. Diba? Kung involved ikaw students, when you participate in something that you know and you think is meaningful, it also gives you purpose. Okay? Strengthens network and community cohesion. So, mas nag-strengthen ang bond, no, sa isa ka community. Critical consciousness, mas nagiging critical kita, hindi kinagapati lang kita sa anong ginahambal sa aton. We question things, no? And we do not just stay nga, we do not just stay silent. Basta may makita kita nga hindi insakto, no? So that is one of the impact or positive impact of activism. And of course, risks include, may risk go man students, no? Hindi man nga good lang tanan. Syempre, if extreme students, if extreme ang, ano yung tawag na ton? If extreme na, parisubong sa nakatabo, may tendency man of emotional burnout, di ba? So, isa na sa karisgo students. Ma-burnout sila, sobrahan ka stress, kay grabe na nga activism, pero wala lang Japan action. No? Kag nakita nyo ang natabo, sa dito guys, sa Indonesia to, or dito gani nga country, burnout na to students, no? Stress na to. Diba? Kaya anong natabo? Kaya feel nila, wala sila ginapamatian, nag-revert na sila to physicality. To, basi matabo pa, nga matabo man na diri sa ato, no? Masakitanay na. Pero in the history of the Philippines, no, we are known, kwan kita we support ang peaceful, no, nga activism. Pero dapat hindi hasta mintras kay tungod peaceful ng activism ta, wala na sang action. Okay? Highlighting the need for collective care and mutual support. So what are SP's contribution to socio-cultural and political realities? First, culturally sensitive ang SP. So gina-take into account niya ang mga norms, ang values and experiences natin ng mga Pilipino. And another is intervention and research. Ginarespeto ang mga family structure. Ginatanaw naton ang community ties. Okay, ginarespeto ta. Ato bala ang ginobran yung activity sa midterm, ang about sa ethics, di ba gipa-identify to sa inyo, ano ang mga possible nga ethical concerns or issue that would happen during the interview. Di ba? So, gin-address nyo to, like, you mentioned about the concept of, pakikisama, no, pakikiramdam, nga ginabatsyag-batsyag nyo man, or ginambalan nyo man ang inyong gina-interview nga, base ang gina-share mo, sir, hindi na siya, base, kakaano na, no, may naka-breach na ang confidentiality, so okay lang, kung hindi ka komportable, nga i-share mo tanan, di ba? So, we consider ang community ties, ang spiritual belief, and gina-integrate na siya, not only, no, sa pag-study naton, but of course, sa mga practices naton, and even, that was already on your end, a reflection of your knowledge in Filipino psychology. Diba? Kaya gin-apply nyo na ang mga natunan ta, nga dapat gali maging sensitive ikaw kung ara ka sa community. Kaya ang mga Pinoy, amo niya mo to, kabalo kita kung ano ang kultura nato. Okay? So, empowerment and advocacy, Psikologiyang Pilipino promotes psychology as a vehicle for social change. Ang batagan ni liwat, nagatuon kita, hindi lang para maghipos, no? We always speak up kung ano ang insakto based sa aton nga natunan. Okay? That's why, I would always say, no, nga hindi ginaya pwede nga ang bata, nga 11 years old, no? This is an application in relation to my other subject on gender and society, di ba? Inamba ko din sa inyo, hindi na pwede. Ang bata nga 11, nga magnubyo-nubyo or nga nagsugot siya, kumbaga nga manubyo sa 30 plus years old nga teacher. Kaya una sa tanan, we learn in developmental psychology that, no, at that age, hindi pa na mature ang brain sang bata. Therefore, wala pa na sang capacity to give consent. So, hindi pwede nga i-normalize na, no? And we learn this in psychology and we use that as a vehicle for social change. Ipa-intindi taman sa iban nga personally I advocate against, no, hindi ko na sang mga child marriage. It's really for me unethical. Diba? So, gina-discuss naman na. So, nga, adi nagahalin ang ako niya stand. It comes from what I have learned in psychology. So, again, psikolohiyang Pilipino promotes psychology as a vehicle of social change, empowering marginalized groups and advocating for what we call social justice. Nga, kontra-kontra ko gid, or nga, grabe gid ko ka-vocal about corruption, no? About politics. Ha? Kay tungod students no kabalo ko nga kung law ay ang aton quality of life dako na siyang epekto sa aton psychology, sa aton mental health. And it's because I understand no the suffering of the Filipino people. Okay? So, example, SP informed counseling that includes barkada and pamilya dynamics supporting individuals experiencing discrimination and abuse, di ba? So, include nato no wala naton gina-disregard nga may arag isang influence ang pamilya pag ang barkada dynamics no sa aton nga mga practices sa ulihin no as counselors, as therapists. Okay? So promotion of critical consciousness, Psikologiyang Pilipino equips individuals and communities to critically analyze power. Diba? So si Psikolohiyang Pilipino, ginatudloan niya ta, ginapareflect niya ta, kung ano bala ang impact ng power, inequality, oppression, and gina-encourage no naton ang mga tao to foster civic engagement and activism kay may positive impact na sa ila psychologically. Okay? And also to our society. Encourages Filipinos to reclaim, no? Ang ginatawag ta bala nga reclamation or ginabawi naton ang cultural identity naton. Kag gina-challenge nato no in Filipino psychology, we challenge systematic injustices nga dapat i-improve naton ang sistema sang gobyerno, sang politics in order to improve the collective well-being. Never kita tanan no never kita tanan maka-feel nga okay kita. Diba tanawan yung mga Pinoy no? We often deny that we have no a very bad well-being. Eh, di ba, naman pa ta, resilient man ta, no, ginaromanticize ta pa ang problema ta. But in reality, no, coping ta lang nasa. Kay hindi nato na-face ang realidad nga kalain-lain sa nakatabo sa aton nga country. And in Filipino psychology, we are empowering people to speak against it, no? To ano ni, hambal against it and to hold people accountable, in position accountable. So, social-cultural phenomenon are inseparable from Filipino psychology. Hindi naton fully ma-separate ang kakatabo sa country naton, ang kakatabo sa community and sa society naton, sa kung ano ang kakatabo sa aton nga psyche, kumbaga. Okay? It is intertwined. It is inseparable. And again, Filipino psychology is political. So gender, sexuality, and political realities and activisms are not only context but active determinants of psychological experience. So whatever we experience in our society, it actually impacts no our psychological experience as well. So SP provides tools for understanding, empowerment, and liberation, emphasizing that mental health is relational, collective, and justice oriented. Okay, as long as there is no social justice, there is no real na there is no real na good or ang ginatawag ta bala nga pinaka-highest nga potential sa aton nga mental health. Okay? So, through SP, psychology becomes a force of social awareness. Ginagamit nato ng psychology students through Psikolohiyang Pilipino, 'di ba? Nga para maging aware kita sa nakatabo society naton kag naaamo ning natabo activism and cultural pride. Amo na gani nga importante sa Psikolohiyang Pilipino ang ginatawag naton nga pantayong pananaw. We look into our history in order to understand our psychology. Okay? So addressing individual and communal well-being while honoring Filipino identity and resilience. Okay? So that is the end of our discussion on the second module on Filipino psychology, which is wala na ko may nag-discuss, kay very related man siya sa aton nga ethics nga discussion. So, socio-cultural phenomenon. Thank you and goodbye!